Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all global family. I'm so excited to be with you, all of you. And every Sunday we are meeting with this because of this and the reason that we are here gathered here today. So our quote for today is, my mission is to bring this ancient healing system into every home, every heart. That is what Dr. Naram said. So we are going to be working on this quote today. I hope you all will think about it and ponder about it, and then we can share later on more. Thank you.
Yeah, Robin, would you mind putting that slide up on the screen for us today? Great, thank you. Sarah,
Sorry, I wasn't quite.
Oh, okay, no worries. We'll do it.
And the audio share is still on, by the way.
I don't know how to turn it off. Can you override it? We're so glad to have you guys. Okay, perfect. There we go. So that is the quote for today. And we really want you to go into your heart and really think about, what is your mission today? What is your mission in this world? Dr. Naram's mission was to bring this to every heart and to every home. What do you feel is your mission? And if you want to put that in the chat, go right ahead and do so. We are going to ask Carol if she'll do the announcements.
Oh, I would just love to. I'm so excited that we have a new course that we're offering. It starts on October the 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 10:10 at 10, and it is Ancient Secrets for Emergency Preparedness. And what a great time to have something that helps us learn how to center ourselves, how to be in control, how to have a plan and work the plan, and to remove some of the anxiety that comes along with things happening like flooding and hurricanes and earthquakes and other power outages. I've had 2 of those this week. So when those things happen, if we have a plan and we have our grab and go bag is ready, our emergency kit from Ancient Secrets is ready. What a great stress reducer that is when we have a plan and we know how to work the plan. The big piece of it is centering your heart, taking that breath, and knowing that you got this. You have what it takes to get through an emergency situation, thanks to the Ancient Secrets that help us in this space. We also have something really exciting. Our dear friend Cornelia has offered a free course for those who are signing up. I think today might be the last day for that, unless you're signing up in Spanish or Portuguese. But that course is called the Zen of Nia, and it is a holistic movement class that she does that kind of helps the mind, the heart, and the body synchronize and connect. And it's I've been through a couple of her courses, and then some of you got to do her heart chakra course while we were in Ashland, and it's a wonderful, wonderful gift. And that'll be every day for 7 days before we start the class, so that you have that under your belt and you have that skill set. So I hope you'll be excited about this. The course will be once a month, and then there'll be pods who are meeting for special things. Lots and lots of materials for you to make this your own. And everybody who comes in probably has a little bit different idea of what they need and what their family needs. So we want to make sure that you know this is very customizable. The big picture is getting your ancient secrets for equanimity and to reduce anxiety and fear, so that you can do the best that you possibly can do for yourself and others in a crisis situation. So that's the point of all of that. And I hope that you'll be joining us. We do have the course material translated into Spanish. Thank you, Monica, for all your hard work on that. And Portuguese is in progress, so we hope to have that up in the next couple of days. So with that, we do have clinics going on in Syracuse.
Well, if I could interrupt for just a second.
Sure.
You know, this is really an important topic. And this week we experienced some of that here in the US. There was a hurricane that came through Florida, and one of our own, little Mindy, was involved in that. And her daughter, who was in South Carolina, was experiencing tornado warnings. My family in Savannah, their fences and branches and trees were down. And then my other family in Atlanta, they experienced, 2 days of very, high levels of rain, as well as North Carolina. They had some whole towns, 4 towns, wash away because of the hurricane, because of the flooding, the water surges, the storm surges. So this ancient secrets for emergencies is very important. We really need to be mindful of what to do. Do we have gas for the generators? Do we have a generator? Do we have, there were so many things that we need to be mindful of and be thinking of. How do we connect to cell phones? How do we keep our food, from spoiling? So Carol, we're so grateful to be able to have you and Cornelia and Dr. Clint lead this. Let's go ahead and rub our hands together for all of those people who are in need of support and help during this time. It's been really wonderful to feel that energy, and just please keep all of them in your prayers.
I also would ask special prayer for Prafulta. She's going through a little health need right now. So if we can keep her in our thoughts and prayers, let's do one more time for our dear Prafulta, who's in
And all of the
Portugal.
people in the Ancient Secrets community that are in need of health issues, health support.
Thank you.
So we've got some pulse clinics, Carol.
We do. We have Skinny Atlas today is the second day of the clinic there with Dr. Clint, Dr. Wessler, a couple other folks. So that's, I think, happening about right now. So that's pretty exciting. And then I believe the spots for Dr. Giovanni in Europe are full for the most part, but you can get on a waiting list if you'd like. I think the connection, there's a link for that. And there's 1 or 2 spots maybe open for the rest of Dr. Clint's tour. So be checking on that. If you're not subscribed to our newsletter, it is chock full of information and opportunities where you can volunteer, where you can sign up for courses, where you can find clinics and register for hosting clinics. So lots of opportunities in the newsletter. Hope you'll subscribe. And I believe we're talking about art next with Judy Lamar.
Cornelia, before Judy starts, will you make Lisa a co-host? And then Robin, if you'll get the medical disclaimer ready. Judy.
Yes. Hi, good morning, everybody. Lots of love to everyone. So we've had 2 art workshops, fun shops, fundraising, fun playtimes, and I'm going to do the 3rd one. And it's a technique I've used with folks, and it's to stimulate creativity. And as we know, happy cells are healthy cells. So I think creativity is a great way as part of our healing path, right? Creativity. So we're going to do some freestyle painting, no experience needed. In fact, be a child is the best advice. And we'll make little abstract paintings using a technique where you can make cards, you can make little paintings, and nature does it through you. And we use a little frame on a messy painting, and we find wonderful magical things, little landscapes. And Leonardo da Vinci is the one who would sit in a tavern drinking wine, and he'd see a wall, moldy wall, wet, damp, and he could see soldiers, battlefields from just the spots, So this is a similar technique. The first part is just using freedom, allowing yourself to just enjoy. And then we use our discrimination, and it stimulates the imagination. So that's our game. And it's October 9th, Wednesday, and it'll be 10 o'clock Pacific time. And I hope you can come. And I have to say, the other two that we've done, one was painting stones and the other is neurographics, has stimulated my creativity. I was kind of stuck. I'm in the middle of some big paintings and I just stopped. And doing the rocks and doing the neurographics, I'm happy, you know, and I'm in the flow again. So please join us. Thank you. And we'll raise some money for the kids in Nepal.
I also want to say a special welcome to a beautiful artist in the house. Miss Miriam is here.
Hey!
There's a picture, one of
Oh.
her beautiful paintings that I
Isn't that
am so
wonderful?
proud to have. Miriam, can you say hello?
Hello, everybody. Sending lots of love and light. I hope you're doing well.
Hi, darling.
Judy, your art lesson sounds amazing. It sounds like it's going to be really wonderful.
Yeah, I think you'll love it. It's stimulating. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. It opens new doors, you know, which is always good for creativity.
Yeah,
And-
great.
Even if you are not welcome, Miriam, it's so good to see you.
Yes, darling.
Good to see you. Even if you don't have any art experience, just come and enjoy the laughter and the support and the love that is in the room. And it's only $5. You know, if you
Yay.
want to donate more, we encourage you to donate more because all the proceeds go to our orphan children. So, Carol, do you want to go ahead and tell the rest of is that all of the announcements?
Well, I just want to say that this course that is going to be over, once a month for 4 months is $20 is all that's being asked. And, you know, you could, like Jana said, whatever you think it's worth, feel free to donate more. But we tried to price it so that anybody and everybody can have access to that. And if you don't have $20, you can send me a message and I'll see what we can do to help you with that. But we do want as many people as we can to take advantage of this. So we've priced it to where we think that, you know, it's as affordable as we can make it. The system insists that we have some denomination in there. So we had to put something in there. So we put $20. So I hope that you'll consider that and sign up today so that you get that free course from Cornelia as well, which I think is going to be absolutely
I
amazing.
need that. Yeah.
Hey, Carol, excuse me, I just want to say how moved and touched I was at the price that you put on the course. And what an expression of your heart, of everyone, you know, who made that choice, of your heart and your caring and your love for us and having us prepared and know what to do. It's just such a beautiful gift. So I really want to thank you and acknowledge that.
That's
Thank
all Dr. Clint. That was his decision.
Wow. All I can say, when I saw that, I just went, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't want price to, be a deterrent for somebody. We want everybody to have these materials, and we have some super special guests. Ariana is one of our people who we're leaning on for some of this materials with her background with FEMA and foraging and so many things. And we have some national experts that are looking at our grab and go list, for example, and make sure we don't forget anything. And again, it's very customizable. We talk about evacuation with pets. It's so important. Even evacuation with horses. If you have a new horse, one of the first things you need to do is train it to load up in the trailer so that if a fire comes, you can evacuate with your horse. So we've tried to really think of everybody in special needs, evacuating with handicapable, elderly and special needs that people have in their families, so that you think through all of those things well in advance of it happening. And having evacuated a fire in New Mexico a couple of years ago, I can tell you that it takes a lot of centering, it takes a lot of breath control, and it takes some marmas for me to get in that space where I can take action. So if you don't have a home recording of all your artwork and your interior possessions, it's a great thing to have for your insurance if you lose your house to a flood or a fire. And I know one of the advices they're giving out in the I believe it was Florida, if in a mandatory evacuation, if you don't evacuate, their number one thing was have a waterproof pen and write your next of kin on your limbs so that they'll know what to do when they, if you don't make it. So an important decision to stay or go. So I'm losing my voice, and I'm going to say, I love you. And I'm with you.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Robin, could you put up the medical disclaimer? Just to let you know that all the things that we talk about here are for educational purposes, and that you are responsible for your own health. And please, if you do have health and life situations that you need support with, we recommend that you go to your professionals for that support. Thank you, Robin. Appreciate that. Great. I know I just saw in the chat that Linda asked, what do you do when you have no car? And I just remembered a story when the fires in Lahaina were there. In talking to some of the survivors of the fire, they said that there was one woman that was in this little truck with shiny diamonds all over. She had done she bedazzled her vehicle, and she was driving down the street with seeing these people running, from the fire. And she says, get into the truck, get into the bed of the truck. And some people are like, no, we're fine. We can do this. We can get there. And she'd get out of her little truck, and she basically threw them in the back. And she was like 70 years old. And she like picked him up and put him in the bed of the truck, and she'd drive out, drop him off, come back, get more people, drive back, and that was the kindest thing I had ever thought, and most brave thing. And we did see the truck afterwards. So I know she survived as well. So Linda, the best thing to do is to make a plan, but sometimes your plans don't always work. And that's what this program is all about, is to be able to keep you calm so that you can be resourceful in these situations. So with that said, Sarabjit, would you like to do the Marma or the head to heart first?
I think head to heart is the way to go.
Okay, great. Let's just take a deep breath. And let's center on our gratitude. Sarabjit wanted to be, that was her intention for the call, is to be in gratitude. And we're so grateful that we have this community and that we are able to have principles and skills based off of the Ancient Secrets principles to lean on in those times of challenge. And if we can take a deep breath and focus on our mission, what is your mission? What is your purpose in your life? We have so many talented people in our community, and one of them is Renara. And as we drop from our head to our heart, and we center in that, what do I want? What do I bring in? We'll focus on listening to a little piece of her music and focus on your mission. What is your purpose? We'll go ahead and turn it over to Sarabjit.
All right. Good morning, beautiful people. And with this beautiful music, I think Renata does an amazing job. Whenever she's playing, I at least get lost, in the music, And what a beautiful mission she is leading. And Dr. Naram, as the first quote says, I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you, and love will teach you. So he discovered through love, I guess, he didn't succeed all at once in his mission. His mission, as he said, my mission is to bring this book into every heart and every home. But this mission came to him gradually, when after he failed a couple of times and discovered his master, and that led him to the path of going deeper into his mission. And I think, as you all know, if you have studied I was part of the 100 days course and the 1-year course. And in that, we studied that he had to go like 100 days each day to his master to receive that. So he was committed to it 100%. And that is what we need, when you want to succeed in any mission, that dedication, that serious thought. And that is what is going to help us in any mission. And for him, it was to bring this to the home, and he did it, the ancient secrets with the Siddha Vedas. That is what was his purpose. And the 6 keys of Siddha Vedas, like home remedies, marmas, then there was, a panchkarma, and so many things that we've learned in the course. All these, and as Carol mentioned, in times of emergency, and even otherwise, when you're home, you're led to somebody having a bleeding nose or something. It's a small thing, but if you don't know that the thing is right in your home, which can help you. So these are small things that can, I think, help us, which he tried to do. And if you read the book, there are so many lovely stories that he has shared in all these cases where he was helpful. And gradually, he was able to achieve his goal. Now this book is I think, in 30 languages, it has been translated. So it's a powerful medium for so many people, and so many languages. It is reaching everywhere, far and wide. Yeah.
We're
So
on our
today-
way to 30 languages. It's not quite there yet, but we
almost, right?
we have a
Yeah.
lot of
What
translators.
an amazing story, from where he started. And Dr. Clint is the one, we all are, he is bringing this to life, So many thanks to Dr. Clint also, and all of you who are translating. So it's not just one person. I think this mission sometimes can be a collective mission. Yeah. Right. So it's everybody is helping to bring Dr. Naram's and Dr. Clint's mission to life. And similarly, I think today we can go deeper into our hearts. I just read Joan posted here that my mission help people heal in all ways possible. And see, so it is pretty much aligned with this community's mission. So Joan, what a lovely mission you have. And I'm sure you are helping, and you were there in Nepal also. So you have seen what Dr. Naram is doing there, Dr. Clint is doing there, and how well the children are being taken care of, the communities are being taken care of far and wide, whether it's Africa, India, so many places, the book is doing amazing wonders. And each one of us, I think we have something in our heart we want to bring to life. And, you know, in ancient times, people used to be apprentices. So they would take years and years to learn one thing, one trade, and bring it to life, you know, get perfection. But I think that time is gone now. These days in the world of tech, you know, and like everybody's a freelancer doing their own businesses, and there are so many opportunities. Things are getting really different, you know. You are pulled into so many 10 different directions, not one. You want to do 10 different things and everything. Like I am an artist, I might want to paint, but I want to do gardening also. I may want to do so many other things that I love doing, you know. So people are like, there are, everybody has maybe some 10 different passion projects they might be doing, you know, helping the homeless like Luke does, or it's so many other things that we are all doing in this little community also. So this is, I think, today's world is changing everything, what the missions are. Our mission should be like, maybe find something, a small project or a message maybe also that is something that aligns with your heart, and go for that, you know, just help with that. And it doesn't have to be one thing. And sometimes, you know, the younger people, they want to, they don't know because they have not seen the world. So I think it's good to explore first what is around you, and maybe find out something when you're looking around you. Maybe volunteer, do anything, you know, internship for the younger. I think that's the way to go, to find your mission. What is your purpose in life? And everybody, I think, should have a purpose. Otherwise, life becomes meaningless after a while. And I think I would like Joseph or Susan, I think you have Esther's beautiful poem, which she had, no? Jana, did she share? Today Esther is not here, so she was going to share her poem.
Yeah, I had asked them in the chat if they would share it, and I posted it in the chat. But Renara is here if you would like to have Renara talk about her mission.
Okay. All right, Renara, please go ahead. Share your mission. It's musical, beautiful.
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. You know, it is such a actually mission. I can talk only for me, you know, I can talk for everyone. Yeah. And because what about the mission for me? It was the way, it was the path, it was the huge, long healing process. Because in the middle of this process, I didn't know that always I avoid, I'm escape, I'm running from my gift and from something which was the more important to me. And every time and every workshop of self-development, something was happening to me, but I didn't know what is it. And I remember very well that when, and my second workshop of nonviolent communication, the Pascal Malo, it was one student of Marshall Rosenberg, she asked me, but what you want? And at this time, I don't know who was speaking at my place. I said, I want to leave music. I actually, when I pronounced that, I didn't know who pronounced that, and I was so scared about what I said, you know. So, and when I made my relationship to money with Peter Koning workshop, and when Peter asked me, okay, you have several millions at your bank account, and and you need nothing. What do you want? Again, I don't know who said at my place, I want to create and I want to play the music. And by miracle of self, what I understood, that when you make one step to yourself, to your heart, God came to you even closer, 2 steps closer, 3 steps closer. And it is like a permanent dance with divine. So I remember the November 2004. Actually, I had really nothing to do that. I mean, it was probably one of my more difficult period of the time. And I recorded my first album in 2004, dedicated to Marshall Rosenberg, and title was Empathy of Marshall Rosenberg. And so without people who was around me and express their feedback, probably I couldn't know that that actually what I would like to say, it is that my what I want, the global one, the more important to me and more deep and profound, and also more intimate, I don't want to express that here, was always in my heart. But that music will be one of the tools to express it and to go to that. I learned during my life path, and the necessary qualities for that, it is honesty and be courageous. And also this special place inside you, which always will show you if you really speak from this place, or you want to be pleased to someone, or you just say something. I think one of the so it's by thanks to this, my deepest goal all of my life, I found the tools, and it became like mission. So one of the mission, it is make my best every moment of my life, make my maximum best every moment of my life, be honest in any circumstances, even if it hurts, and more fine tool and more true of myself, it is music. I mean, music, when I create the music, and when I am in this process, no process in the world give me this 100% of presence, connection, and no ego. And without people who express me the feedback that it's speaking to their soul, that they has the images of the childhood or some very special situation or people or events in their life, I couldn't know that during this musical expression and connection, so many beautiful and deep things can happen around me. So that is the not only one mission. Thanks to Dr. Clint and our trips to Nepal. If before to help the children, it was something like the idea, but not realistic. I mean, I didn't know how to approach to that. And today it's also, I'm happy to be the part of this community of the beautiful people who dedicate their energy and creativity and the possibility to help the children in Nepal. There is not only children, there is not only Nepal who need that, but for the moment we are with the children from Nepal, and I hope that my wish is every kid of the world has everything he needs and a lot of love.
Thank you so much, Renara. What a beautiful dream that you have, you're birthing, starting with Nepal. Of course, I think children all over the world deserve your music and to be healed. And I think your music is so healing. And anything, I think that comes from the heart. As you said, it was always in your heart. The music was always there in your heart. So I think what we are hearing from Renara is you have to go deep in your heart first to discover what is it that you are connecting to, and be true to yourself and bring that to life. Yeah. What a beautiful way. And I hope and wish that your dream comes true, Renara, that the whole world gets to hear it. Let's give a rub and give us some energy, more energy to Renara's music, all of us. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. It was amazing. Yeah. And before I share my dream, I want to ask, I had invited Mariam. I said, I wanted to hear, we haven't seen her and heard from her what she is up to and how is her mission coming to life, So Mariam, please join us. There are people, if there is anybody new, please put it in the chat. We would like to welcome you also down the road. But right now, Mariam, please go ahead and share with your dream with us.
So firstly, just thank you for the beautiful invites, Sarabjit. It has been very busy, but I've just a quick update. I'm now living in Montenegro, and it's beautiful. It's surrounded by mountains and sea, and it's feeling very healing. And just to touch back on what was said before about being part of this community and sharing the ancient secrets, I may not always be able to connect onto these calls, but I definitely still practice the mamas and, use the herbs in my food and still take the supplements. And while being here in Montenegro, I've already started teaching the children the mama points. And just the other day, one of the children said to me, Miss Mariam, you forgot one. You forgot self-love. And I was like, oh, okay.
Can I just interrupt you one moment? Mariam, has been so instrumental in starting a Marma group in the community. And a few of us are part of it, and it's called the M&M's group, Marmas and Mariams. So we named it like that, so beautiful Marma group. Go ahead, Mariam.
And the Mama group is still going strong, even though I'm able to attend, because it's just been, yeah, there's been a bit of up and down, a bit of Aditi Devabawa happening. But the group is still going strong. There's so many people in the group that are leading and taking turns, and it's become, I think, even stronger than what I could have ever dreamed it to be. And I think, you know, the mamas are the ones that really, for me, are so grounding. And that's why I use it in the classroom, because I really feel it works with young children. And so yeah, I'm now in Montenegro. I'm sharing the mamas. I have an art group as well that I'm doing mamas with. And they were lying down on the carpet. Like, we did some mamas and they lay down on the carpet. And then afterwards, you know, we had to get up and we were doing some art. But they were like, oh no, we just want to stay here. So there is something about the mamas that brings you to that place of love, that love and peace. And I think that's part of my mission. I feel that that's part of my mission. And I feel that, like what Renara was saying, everyone has a gift that they've been brought here with, and it's up to us to connect with that gift and to tap into it and to ask God to guide us to use that gift. And for me, it's art. And so that's what I continue to do. I continue to listen. I think everyone has a story in us to share and to tell. And whether you do it through whatever medium, but we're here, we have experiences for a reason. We have things that happen for a reason. And I think those experiences are what shapes us and what shapes the gift that comes out. So yeah, I feel like my mission is to continue with my art, to continue to spread the love, to continue to spread, the ancient secrets, what I was taught, what really helped me. I just also want to share, friends, that my picture book, my debut picture book, is coming out on the 1st of November. And I remember this was like a few years back when I was doing the mamas for like what I want. And I would say, I really want to have a picture book published. And it's finally coming to be. And I do think that, through the mamas, the supplements, the deep healing that was taking place and continues to take place is what's really, really helped me on my journey. So I'm very grateful to Dr. Clint and the whole team here, to Carol. Carol knows how much I love her, to Esther, to Susan, to Joseph, to Jerem, to Judy, to Sarabjit, to the whole team. You guys are you're just like shining lights to me. So yeah, and of course to Jaina, who continues to do these calls and be so much a part of everything. So I'm very, very grateful. The book is I can see some messages popping up on my phone. It's with Fair Share Publishing. So they're an American publisher, so you can order with them. But I'm not saying to do that, but just if I know a few friends are like, where can we get it? But it's all about connecting with Mother Earth and Mother Earth talking to the children. And it's called Whispers from Mother Earth.
Wonderful. If you have, whenever you get the time, you can just put it in the chat, the link if you get, yeah. So nice to hear from you, Mariam, and it's always a pleasure to see you and hear from you, do the marmas together. Sometimes, whenever you have, please join us. And it was so lovely, we were, Dr. Clint had started these miracle groups, and there still are. I think we had these miracle groups and we were part of it, and that's how the M&Ms got started, from that group itself. So it's a beautiful way, connecting with the community. And I feel like, if you are in doubt of what your mission is, the best way to find it is just go and ask people what they need. Maybe go serve them, and in the community. And maybe while doing that, I think your mission will start emerging also. So that is the way to do it also. There's so many ways, and you can't be wrong. And if nothing else, live the best life that you can, and that means take care of your health, your wealth, your relationships, and everything that is connected, in your life. So if you work on all those areas also, I think some way or the other, you will find something that is emerging, that is connecting. Maybe it is a health related thing you might want to do, something in, and so many other fields will come up and pop up, and you'll be doing an amazing job. So I don't think anybody will be left by the end of this. When we have to leave this planet, we will have accomplished something. If not the way we are, to be as is also another thing. I think just be yourself. That is more than enough too. Yeah. So right now, something that I would love to do is, if Luke is up to it, to find our mission, maybe he can help us with this marma. What do I want? It's in the book also. I think on page, I had marked the page to share with everybody, I think. Yeah, it's on page 136. Yes. So if those who have the book, you can read it, and Luke is going to lead us. Are you ready, Luke?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
This was not pre-staged. This is all impromptu, so I'm surprised I'm being asked, but I'm happy to do it. And I just have to send a public shout out to Mariam. We have missed you so much, especially in our M&M group, which you started years ago, and we're still keeping it going in your honor. And we all love you so much. So it's just a beautiful thing to see your shining face and presence here today, dear Mariam. Okay, so what do I want? So imagine a white frame over your right eye. You take your pointer finger on your right hand and you put into the white frame the words, what do I want? And you press here 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you see the words, what do I want in that white frame? And you could do it more than once. So that sort of sets the stage. Now put into the white frame the first thing that you want. It could be words, it could be an image. Put into that white frame something that you want, but this is very important. Don't see it as something that you want in the future. See it as if it's already here, it's already happened, it's now. So for instance, if you want good health, don't say, what do I want? I want good health. You could say something like, I am perfectly healthy in every cell of my body, something like that. And say it with passion. Dr. Naram said, the more passion that you put into what you want, the sooner it will manifest. So put into that white frame something that you want and realize it's here now. I am, it is. So go ahead and do that and press on your finger 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And really see it. Now put something else into that white frame that you want. See it clearly as a words or an image in that white frame over your right eye. And it's already happened. It's here. It's manifested. And press 6 times on your finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now you could put as many things, when you're doing this on your own, you could put as many things as you want in there. I have a whole marma routine I do at night before I go to bed. And I always end it off with, what do I want? And I put a lot of things in there. There's no limit. Okay, the next part is, Dr. Clint has said, in this part of the finger, between the 2 knuckles, right here, this is where you put what you want. It's your highest priority of what you want. So in the white frame, put in there your highest priority of what you want. Again, as words, as an image, whatever. And now you're pressing in the middle part of the finger between the two knuckles. So see it clearly. It's already manifest. This is your highest priority. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your highest priority. And now you go to the bottom part of your finger, between the bottom knuckle and the knuckle up from that, right here. You go to the bottom part of your finger and you put it to the white frame. Once I have manifested what I want, how will my life be? And you could see an image of yourself jumping for joy, or being able to do something that you can't do now, whatever it is. Once you have manifested what you want, how will your life be? See it clearly, put it into the white frame, and press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Now give yourself a few taps here. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Beautiful.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think, and Doctor, one thing also that if you read the book, it says that when you are doing these marmas, you have to have a great posture, sit straight with your feet touching the ground. So the energy channels are opened, the central channel, and then you do the visualization. It has more meaning, I think. So with that, I think my mission has become clear to me.
Sarabjit, I just wanted to mention one more thing. As an
Yes.
example, you have to be patient with this.
Yes.
With everything we do. Nothing happens overnight.
Overnight.
Even with the herbal
Exactly.
remedies. As an example, you heard what Mariam said.
Mm.
She's been focusing for years to have a children's picture book. And now it's actually happening. So if you keep at it, you will manifest what you want.
As they say, try again, and you succeed at last. Yeah. So what a wonderful way. And I think my mission also, not only because of this, but it became clear over my life, a lifetime. As a child, I think it was very clear that I was pulled towards doing art, and I always wanted to do that only. But unfortunately, when I was in India, I didn't get to do a job in art. I became a librarian, a chief librarian for a high school. And I was not very happy about it, but I did it, for many years. But when I came here, got married and came here about 35 years ago, I had it in my heart, that I'm not going to do anything else besides art. So I had made up my mind that I will be doing just that. And that's how I started, though I wasn't trained professionally, because I couldn't get it over there. The College of Art over there, they wanted that you should have a subject in your school. So it was very strict, so I said, "Oh, anyway," I kept taking private lessons somehow, and keeping my skills updated. So when I came here, I had kids. I devoted my time to them. That was my mission, to have a family first thing, So after that, I started volunteering. As they grew, I started volunteering in their school, and that's when my mission became even stronger. They didn't have an art teacher. And the teachers were very happy to have me, so I would go every week, teach art. My kids were little, spend the day with them. And ultimately, I started looking for a job in art. And surprisingly, every day I was looking in the newspaper for a vacancy, and it popped up from their school, my kids' school. So it was like I had, brought it to life, So I just applied for it. And obviously, so I got selected for it also. So I became their art teacher in the school right up to 8th grade. I was teaching from 1st grade to 8th grade art. And I was having a blast doing that for a few years till there were other things that came up in my life, and I have to just put it on the back burner, So this is how I got started. My mission became even more stronger in doing art. And then 9/11 happened. And that my community, my roots are in Sikhism, I'm a Sikh. So that community got targeted over here. So I thought, many people over here don't know who the Sikhs are, So I started doing art about my community, since I know my community well. So I thought I will just showcase my art, put it out there on the web or anybody to see, and write about the stories, what we are, where we come from. And the previous pioneers who came here more than 100 years ago, many of you may not know that. So I'm putting out my art there with the stories on my website. And so for everybody to know that when get to know people from other communities, the fear in your heart will be less, and you'll get to know them. It will be replaced by love. And that's my hope, to build bridges through art. And art, music, all these creative things, I think, go a long way in bridging the gap and bringing us together as a community. And that's my purpose, I think, in life, to do that through my art. And I hope, I don't know, Jana, if you have a little clip of my art, you can share that if you have something.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. We're running close to time. So
Okay, just
I know
maybe
that-
just a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I know that Shifra had her hand up. Shifra, if you can just keep your share for the breakout room, that would be wonderful. So let me go ahead and see if I.
So I just have a comment that the beautiful painting behind you, Sarabjit,
Yes.
looks like Judy Lamar's top. I'm not sure how you managed that.
I know. I was just watching that. Judy's wearing a similar, and this is my latest one. This is based on my mom's stories. My mom is 96 and she lives with me, So I pulled out these old family pictures. This is a triptych. This is just one part of the picture. And these are my cousins, one of them has passed away. She must have been in her 80s by now. So the other one is still there, and she lives in Cleveland. So this is their story, I'm telling. So I haven't put it up on the website, but you will get to read these stories on my site if you go there. Yeah.
Wonderful. Were you guys able to hear Renara's music during the meditation? No. Oh, you were.
It wasn't very clear. Yeah.
It
Every
wasn't.
once in a while I get a note, but for the most part, no.
Okay, so sorry about that. It's probably on this one. I'm going to go ahead and play the art, or I mean the art video, but it does have some music that we're not sure has a copyright to it. So if it is a little bit low, Sarabjit, I'd really love you to talk over the music. I'll try
Okay.
to turn it down as much as possible.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Sounds good.
Whoops. Let me do my share screen. So sorry. For some reason, it's not. There we go.
Hi, my name is Sarabjit Singh. I'm an artist from California. I've been doing art for a long time and mainly been teaching in schools locally over here. And now I do freelance art. I've had many solo and group art exhibitions. And I got connected with Ancient Secrets Foundation since the publication of Dr. Clint's book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. And I've had the opportunity to do seva for the foundation through my art, some of which, one or two pieces you can see here, and most of it on the foundation shop. Here is a video where I'm presenting to you a small collection of my murals, paintings, functional art like coasters, mini tables, finished in resin, and a sculpture. My aim is to build bridges and heal hearts through art. Most of my art can be found on my website, artofsarabjitsingh.com, and on Instagram where the handle is @artofsarabjitsingh. I also facilitate healing art sessions for kids and adults through Zoom. and volunteer as and when I can locally to teach art to kids. So please take a look at my art and enjoy. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Yeah, these are some wooden art resin tables that I had made, and I do different kinds, so it's a variety of things that I'm doing in the art and telling stories. And wherever, if I get to have shows, I'm part of different art associations also. And of course, in the community, I'm also helping with this art time, organizing all the artists. This coming October is Judy's art, and next in November I will be presenting seed art. So I hope to see you next time in seed art with me, joining me in art time. And if anybody else wants to share their dream, Shifra, I think you wanted to share something. Please go ahead. A quick share.
Yeah, I think my one of my dreams is to like go around the world and everywhere and like play music and do poetry to bring people together, especially when I see so much there's so much division, and as a response to division and hate, to have music and poetry to bring about love. And I think my challenge is how to do that in a way that brings people together, and how to heal my own anger or distress about the way things are, because sometimes that can get in the way of me being able to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Shifra. You know what? Your poetry is so fantastic that Jack Canfield is going to publish it in his book, right? You're so lucky. It is going to reach the world. Yeah. So I think it is amazing that in each way, I remember Shifra also did a beautiful fundraiser through her poetry and creative people, so through creativity, I think we can help the world one drop at a time. We can come together and do amazing things for the world, for us. And first of all, I think for us, and then we spread it out. So it's with love. Let us rub our hands together and send healing and love and energy to all the projects and all the missions for everyone who is present and who is not present here. Thank you.
Wonderful. Sarabjit, there's some beautiful comments in the chat. I hope that everybody's been able to read people's missions. And I really loved how it's so interesting how Dr. Naram's mission is just weaved into so many of our own missions. It's beautiful. So, Sarabjit, thank you for leading a beautiful Sunday call. Let's go ahead and rub our hands together. Say, I love you and I'm with you, and we'll have the breakout room. I love you and
I love you and I'm with you.
I'm with you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody.
Beautiful work.
Thank you, sir.
Love you and I'm with
Much
you.
love.
Love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I'm with you.
Yeah, take good care.
Love you and I'm
Love you and I'm with you.
wonderful. We can stop the recordings now, and the breakout rooms are open.